Richard just got back, and they're greeting each other.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
It's 7 a.m. and right now the cats are both quiet. And I got a decent amount of sleep last night. I maybe got 4 or 5 hours of sleep last night. I got up twice with the cats. The last time I got up was like 12:30 in the morning. And I was like, I just need to move my bed as far away from this room as I possibly can. So I was actually thinking about going downstairs and sleeping downstairs. I have a couch down there. It also pulls out into a bed. But then I was like, well, that might be directly under this room. So I ended up sleeping on the couch in the living room. And I didn't hear every meow and every bang of the trap and the cage. So I'm really happy because I feel better today than I did the other day when I had to take Sammy in. It also helps that the weather was nice yesterday. It's supposed to be nice today. So it's not like rainy and gloomy and gray. So I'm actually kind of shocked that they're quiet right now, but maybe they were up all night. I did check the security camera footage and it looks like, you know, between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. they were pretty active, and thankfully I was able to sleep through it. So I'm gonna get Richard ready for his trip to the vet. So I need to divide this section off and clean this out. It looks like there's litter everywhere, and I'm going to put some fresh towels on the bottom, and then I need to scoot him over to this section, but I could scoot him over later. The most important thing I need to do now is just clean this out because it's pretty messy. He had a lot of movement in this because he kept going back and forth. Every time Sammy would like walk around, she would do like circles of this, and he would like go back and forth to be next to her. So there's a lot of movement. So there's the pink blanket that I put in the trap for him to lay on. He's obviously not laying on it. It looks like between that and the wee-wee pad, they're covering the water bowl. And here he is. You probably can't see him. But it looks like he's just resting on the crate. Like, here's the rug. I don't even know if he's laying on the rug. He's not happy. I know. You're gonna be fine, okay? A few more hours, and actually in an hour, less than an hour, we're leaving for the vet, okay? So you'll be okay. So this is the big litter mess. Now, Sammy did the same thing, except Richard did not like chew up the plastic. So I could reuse this plastic, and I will scoop up the litter and reuse it because it's clean. So I just need to clean it up. So I cleaned everything out of here, and I wiped the bottom tray down with a pet wipe. And then I actually have 2 of the training pads that are not soiled at all. They're not used. They're just wrinkled. I put them back, and then I put the 2 towels that the vet gave to Sammy. So Sammy came home with 2 towels in this cage. So I put those back in here, and I'm going to reattach it and make sure it's clipped. So I just reattached it, but I decided that I'm actually going to try to scoot him over now. I just think it's going to be less stressful to scoot him over now. He's already stressed out from me cleaning this. So if I could scoot him over now, then I could just put the door on, cover it, and just let him chill out. So here he is. He actually moved in the opposite direction. And I uncovered this part, hoping he'll go to the other part, because this part is nicely covered now. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to lift up this part and see if he'll scoot over. And if not, I'll do what I did with Sammy, and I'll just put the isolator in at an angle and just try to scoot him over. Ready? Come on. You got to go on the other side. Go on the other side. Go on the other side. It's nice and dark over there. The other side's nice and dark. They say, they also... Okay, come on. Go ahead. Go ahead over. Okay, that didn't work. He doesn't want to move. Okay, we're gonna have to scoot you. We're gonna have to scoot you, baby. Scoot over. Scoot. Scoot over. Come on. Scoot over, move. All right, that did it, that worked. Now I just need to put the fork through this side. There's the fork. Okay. The door's on. Remove the fork. You're okay, you're okay. You're gonna have a fun adventure today. Okay? Okay. So the door's clipped. Make sure it can't come up just to be safe. And there's Richard on the towels, comfortable, and we're ready to leave, nice and neat. And here's Sammy. She's laying in the corner of the room under the day sofa. I wonder why. Why are you laying over here? She's stretching. Maybe she feels cooler over here, I don't know. So this is the bed that she's been laying in with her little catnip pillow. I just want to make sure nothing was wrong with that, but it's fine. And this is her food bowl. It's completely empty. I'm not giving her any food yet. I'll do that when I come back. And she's over there in the corner. So right now it's 7:20 and we need to leave here 7:45, around 7:45. So I have about 25 minutes to do everything else I need to do. And then we're ready to go. The inside cats, like the other cats, have already been fed downstairs. They had a little bit of playtime, not as much as they normally have, and they were also brushed. So they're taken care of. I didn't put any food outside yet, and I still need to dry my hair because it's wet from the shower. This is one of the training pads that I took out of the trap right now, and it absorbed all the liquid that was in the water bowl. So it was actually good because it helped clean up everything, because he didn't just spill all the water. This absorbed it. So yeah, I'm gonna clean that up now. It's 7:30 a.m. and I put a platter of food outside underneath the feeding table. Haven't seen any cats this morning, but it's there if they want it. And I've definitely noticed a difference with Sammy now that Richard is in the room with her. She definitely seems calmer, and yeah, we'll see what today brings. Richard and I are in the car. Right now we're on time. And I'm going to leave for the vet. We'll see if he howls the whole way or if he's quiet like Sammy was. It's 12 p.m. I just got back from running a whole bunch of errands. I figured while I'm out, it's a beautiful day before things get crazy when Richard comes home. Not saying they're going to get crazy, but it will be more hectic with two cats in this room. So I wanted to get as many errands done as I could, which is what I did. That's why it's been 4 hours. I just got home now. And I'm giving her some food, so she's having some of the canned, I think it's whitefish and tuna. I got it at Tractor Supply, and I fed it to the outside cats this morning. They devoured it, and she has some shredded chicken on top and some fresh water. And I bought them a new water bowl today, like one of those, not a water fountain, but those like self-waterers, like self-feeding water bowls. So I have to wash it really good and then put it together for them. And I have to put everything away that I bought, and then I have to clean up this room. There she is. She came out of her bed. She was laying in the bed, and she came out of the bed because she knows she's going to get some food. She's still very timid. It's like the earlier in the day it is, the more timid she is. Well, I shouldn't say that, because she's not timid at 3 o'clock in the morning or, 1 o'clock in the morning, but a typical what we think of as a morning, you know, from like 6 a.m. to 12 noon. That's her most timid time of day. Then she loosens up as the day goes on. So she had a feeding in the middle of the night, which is why I wasn't worried about running home to give her breakfast. Also, I kept checking the security camera, and she was sleeping, and I didn't want to wake her up. I was like, I'm just going to let her sleep because, you know, she's still healing from her surgery. And the vet was very happy to hear that she's doing well, that everything looks good. So I'm just going to leave her alone, let her eat. So all of this needs to be cleaned up. The trap needs to be cleaned up, and I'm going to reset everything that was in it. And like all this needs to be cleaned up. And I need to scoop the litter box. And then what I did here today was I shut the curtains because it got really hot in this room yesterday. So I'm hoping to keep this room a little bit cooler. I opened the window maybe an inch. I don't want to open it too much. It's a heavy window. I don't think they're going to be able to lift it and get out of it, but I'm not taking any chances. So my plan is when Richard gets home to hook up the transfer cage to the trap and keep him in this overnight, because that's what I did with Sammy. She was in it overnight. Then the following morning she got herself out. So if he's on good behavior and he is doing okay, then I'm thinking of potentially tomorrow like letting him out to roam about the room and be with Sammy. It's gonna, that's gonna depend on what happens after he gets home, and I'm just taking it 1 minute at a time, basically. So that's where everything stands. But before I do anything in this room, I have to eat lunch. I'm starving. I have to check in on work because I was out all morning. I'm probably very behind with a bunch of stuff I have to catch up with. And I have to put away everything that I purchased. I bought some stuff for the cats. I got them some new little toys, and I got some new litter for them to try, and I can't remember what else, but a few things. It's 3:45 p.m. and Nancy and Goldie were eating some food. I put out a platter of canned fish-based cat food because it's fish day. I gave them some crunchies, and then I gave them Richard's leftover food that he did not eat from last night. I smelled it. It was still smelled good, so whether they want to eat it or not, I don't know. But when I was standing right next to the table, they came over to me, so they were being like really friendly to me. And right now I have a bowl of chicken, which I'm gonna put out. Okay, hold on. Oh no, is Nancy a boy or a girl? I don't know if the camera caught that. Whoa. I was trying to see her backside. She had her tail in the air. I mean, it's safe to assume the torties are girls. And I figured since Sammy fell in love with me over chicken, maybe they'll get to like me better also if I put some more chicken out. So I'm gonna put some chicken on this plate and we'll see if they come by. But they looked really relaxed and calm when I was here where I am now, and they were eating. They're eating under the table, so they're becoming friendlier to me. And we'll see what happens. Here's some chicken. Maybe they'll associate me with chicken and like me better. Also, if I bait the traps with chicken, maybe they'll feel safer with it. So there's the chicken. It's about 4 p.m. and I need to clean up this room, hopefully get out of here in about 45 minutes. So I purchased this today. This is fresh news. This is cat litter made from newspaper. They say to use this after a male cat gets neutered. So we're gonna try it. I've never tried it before. Most people use yesterday's news, but that's been discontinued, so that's why I'm using this. And then I found one of these downstairs in my cat supply stash. This is my favorite litter scoop of all time because it's super sturdy. It's made out of stainless steel, and it's super fast and efficient. And I bought that plastic scoop from the Dollar Tree. I don't know what I was thinking because I've used those before and they're really horrible. So I'm just going to use this and keep this in this room. When Ditto was here, I had one of these for him in this room. But then I ended up getting rid of it because a local supermarket was selling these super cheap. So that's how come I had an extra. This is also one of the litter boxes that Ditto used. Obviously it's been cleaned and sanitized. I got this for free at the pet supply store I went to today. There was a pet food company with a table and they were giving out free samples and they had these little toys for cats. I'm thinking maybe the cats in here might like it. And I was in Big Lots today and I got them this LED motion activated cat ball. And I thought they might like this also. It would give them something to do, something to chase around the room. So I'll give that to them later. Right now I really need to clean up this whole mess, clean up the trap area, sweep the floor. I already scooped the litter and I need to give Sammy her dinner. I need to clean out her bowls and give her some dinner. So this is what I'm giving her right now for dinner. She's getting half of a small can of the Tiki Cat sardines and mackerel. A little tiny bit of shredded chicken on it. I mixed some water in and then there's some water on this side. Here she is right now. Hello. Who's outside? You see somebody outside? I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody. So this is the water dispenser that I bought today, and it's a piece of junk. It is the absolute worst water dispenser I've ever experienced for so many reasons. I'm not going to return it because I already took all the stickers off of it and everything, but I want to go to Target and get one of theirs because that's what the cats have downstairs and it's really great. It's really easy to clean. And that's why I bought this one because I thought it would be easy to clean too. It's just, it doesn't operate correctly. So if you ever see a water dispenser that looks like this one, avoid it at all costs. It's horrible. Are you okay? You're okay? You want to eat something? You want to go outside? You're lonely? Richard's going to come back. I got to go pick Richard up. I'm going to pick Richard up and then he's going to come back, okay? You want some pets? She doesn't like me to pet her. Here, you want food? Come here, you want the food here? Come here. This is where food is. It's not outside, it's here. Eat the food. It's fish day. And I even gave you chicken on fish day. Oh, did you see somebody? You saw Nancy outside? Who'd you see? Goldie, your sisters? You saw your sisters? Come here. Go this way, then you jump. From here to there to there. It's like a step. You want to eat the food? Because I got to go. I got to pick Richard up. So she spent the entire day laying in bed under the day sofa. She got out of bed to eat the food that I gave her, but that was it. Does she see somebody? She's looking for her family. So, you're not climbing. You're not climbing. You're not. No. No. You don't climb. No. Over here. Eat the food. Here. What do you want? You want to squeeze up? Do you want to squeeze up? You want to be brushed? Because I got to leave. I got to pick Richard up. So I just put the food under the day sofa for her. Also, it could be that she doesn't like the air conditioning. Because it's like every time I put the air conditioning on, then she wants to leave under here. So I'm going to shut it off before I leave, and I'll just probably shut it off the minute I leave this room. And I've been letting her eat under here just because she's new. It's easy. Eventually she's going to have to be trained out of this, but for now, it's just how it is. Okay, I'm checking on her food. She did not eat it. Maybe she doesn't like sardines or fish food. She's not in her bed. There she is. She's in the corner. You okay? I'm gonna leave, okay? You hang out, and I'm gonna bring Richard back, okay? You'll see your buddy Richard. So I'd rather have her hiding in the corner than jumping around by the windows and trying to climb them, because that's what she did the other day, and she could really injure herself. And her incision is healing nicely. I don't need her, to hurt herself. So let's hope she stays under there. Let's hope she eats her food, moves over to her bed, and then when I get home with Richard, hopefully she'll come out and socialize. The other cats were fed their dinner. They're having wellness chicken and herring. Boo loves that food. I think Stella likes it. And I don't know if Splash ate it. I had to put dried sardines on Simba's. Looks like maybe he finished it. So I'll deal with that when I get back. And the outside cats are finishing off that platter. And I'll also put more out when I get back. Actually, now I might go out and just give them some dry food right now. I'll put some dry food on the platter. It is 5:05 p.m. I am on my way back to the vet to pick up Richard. I left 20 minutes later than I wanted to, but that's okay. Look at that, the trees are starting to turn. That's kind of early this year. I am so tired right now. I have not stopped all day, and this is the second day in a row where it's just been non-stop activity, and I just want to pick him up, take him home, set him up with what he needs, and literally just relax for a few hours, maybe the rest of the night, but I don't know. And of course, for the past 2 nights, maybe even 3 nights, I haven't really gotten good sleep. Although last night I got more sleep than I got the previous 2 nights, so it's all starting to catch up with me. And I don't do caffeine, so I just need to rest. And I'm happy that the next appointment is not until Tuesday, and we'll see how that goes. So that gives me 3 days of not having to go back to the vet and 2 days without having to trap a cat. So we'll see what happens. Also, I am taking a different route to the vet's office. This one's a little out of the way, but I'm hoping there's less traffic, because the direct route, I always sit in traffic and I feel like it takes longer than it should because of the traffic. And I'm hoping that this route does not have the traffic. So at least that's one thing. I'll get new scenery this time. Richard just got back and they're greeting each other. Richard doesn't like me, that's why he's moving as far away from me as possible. He wants to be near her also. I don't want to let him out tonight because I think he's going to jump around too much, and he just had his surgery. So I'd like to keep him in here overnight, and I'm going to hook it up to the rest of the trap. But I wanted her to know he's back. Okay? You okay? I hooked up the connector. He immediately moved to the other side. I guess he thought he was going to be free, and then he realized not the case. So it looks like he peed on the wee-wee pad. So I'm going to clean all this out, and I'll freshen that up, and then I'll give him this. So there's his litter box. I gave him some of the sardines and also a little bit of chicken. I don't know if he's going to eat it because she didn't want to eat it. And he's just relaxing right now. He needs to just kind of relax. He had a very rough day. He's breathing very heavy. Very fast. I just covered both sides. He smelled the food. He walked past it. And it sounds like he is sitting on the litter box. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I don't know if you could see. He's looking out the back. If he looks out the back, all he sees is a wall. That litter is not going to be as comfortable as the other litter was. But if he feels safe there, let him hang out. I just want him to relax. I just put a little bit of a squeeze up on Sammy's food. Maybe she'll eat it. Okay, so she's laying in bed now. I'm gonna let her be. I'll give her a chance to eat the food now that Richard is back, and I'll come back in an hour or two just to check on her and him. I just want him to relax and acclimate himself. He's not very happy right now. Here he is. You want to see your sister? You want me to keep this up like this so you could see her? You want to see her? I know you guys are buddies. How about I leave it like that? I'll leave the corner up. And you're still covered on top, right? You want me to leave it like that? It sounds like she's eating. You want some? He's smelling it. He's eating it. I guess he hears her eating, so he figured he's gonna eat. This is a chicken squeeze up. That's exactly what she did. She ate the chicken squeeze up. Here you go, Richard. You want more? Good boy. Maybe after he eats this, he'll eat the rest of his food. Good job. You like it, right? You've never had one before, right? I'll give you another one. So he moved over there. He ate a little bit off the spoon, and then he moved back here. So I'm going to just let him be. Let him chill out for a little while. He has his food in there if he wants it. I covered everything up. And I might go to Target now, and I might look at Christmas tree shop also. I'd rather do it now than tomorrow because it's just going to be quicker for me to get in and out today. Tomorrow's going to be much more people shopping and much more traffic. There's Sammy. She's eating her food. Very good. I just took the dirty towels downstairs to the laundry room and I put them in the washing machine, and I'm coming upstairs and look at this, it's Goldie. Maybe because I gave them chicken earlier. Hello. I'm gonna give him some canned food. You want some canned food? You want some canned food? What are you looking at? You want some food? Okay, let me get you a can of food. I just went downstairs and she was right by the window. And she had such a sad face. She's like, where's my chicken? Boo's looking at Goldie. There's Goldie. There's Boo. Is that your new girlfriend, Boo? Don't let Stella find out. So there's Goldie. And look at little Eva. She's so cute. Then I saw Ziggy on the patio also. So it was all three girls. And then who's left after that? It would be Nancy and Ringo. And I have a feeling Ringo's going to be the hardest one to trap and bring inside. That's just my feeling. I could be wrong. So I'm gonna go inside, maybe they'll go eat. I gave them some wellness chicken pate. The minute I walked away, little Eva ran to the plate. What I need to do is put the trap out without setting it. Oh, is that Ringo? There goes Ringo in the back. And get them used to going into it, but maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not doing it today. I'm really tired. And maybe I'll do it tomorrow and the next day. That way, the day after the next day when I have to trap them, maybe they'll go in easier. I just came into the room to check on the cats, and Richard ate his dinner, so I took it out. And he's been hanging out on that side of the trap. You okay, baby? And I got some boiled chicken here with some chicken broth. I'm gonna give him some and her some. And I also have some kitten crunchies. And she's been meowing. When I came in, she was up by the windows, and then she jumped down immediately, went under the day sofa, and then came back out. So this is what they're getting. A little shredded chicken with broth and a few of the crunchies on it. I just took the fork out, and he's just really cool. He's been chilling out. He's been purring quite a bit. But sometimes cats purr when they're stressed out. So it's not necessarily because he's happy. But as long as he's comfortable, and they have been quiet, which is nice. I was spending some time in the living room. I was catching up with some phone calls. I was giving the other cats their crunchies. And there was no meowing or commotion coming out of this room. So that was nice. He's looking at the food now. Maybe he'll go eat. I'm really happy that he ate because she did not eat her food from the bowl in the trap at all. She would only eat whatever I gave her on a spoon. So I'm going to put the covers back on and maybe he'll go and eat more. Look. Oh, he's laying down. He's laying down. I think he likes these microfiber towels better than the other blanket. Maybe because the other blanket was pink, he didn't want it. Look who's under the day sofa waiting for her food. What you doing, Sammy? You going to eat under there? You ready? It's your favorite. It's chicken. Chicken and chicken broth. It sounds like Richard is eating his snack also. Yeah, he's eating. So that's good. I think Sammy's just about done. She went back in her bed. She's gonna take a little bath right now. So, Sammy was spayed 3 days ago. It's been 72 hours. It's been a little bit more than 72 hours. And with a typical TNR, she would have been let back outside earlier today or the previous day because it's normally like 48 to 72 hours that a female cat is held in recovery. But if you ask me, she doesn't want to go anywhere right now. She's really happy in her bed. She's really happy getting food. And I think she's happier that Richard is in the room with her. So I was really happy that I was able to get that vet appointment today. And we'll see what he does tomorrow. We'll see how tonight goes. Maybe it's going to be a better night. Last night was a better night than the night before. So let's see what this night is. It could also just be because I was farther away and I couldn't hear what was going on as well. So we'll see what happens tonight. He ate all of his food. And now I hear him on the litter box. So it is now 8:55 p.m. Everyone's nice and calm. They just had a snack. And I'm gonna leave the room, call it a night, start cleaning stuff up and getting ready for bed. I am super tired. I did go to Target and buy a new water dispenser, but they did not have any pet beds that I liked. So I'm gonna look to see what I have downstairs in my cat stash tomorrow, and maybe take a ride to IKEA to see if they have the units that go in the shelves. I was just checking the security camera, and let me tell you what happened when I left the room. So she got out of bed once I left the room, and she went over here, and she started pawing at this cover, and then she was upsetting Richard because Richard didn't know what was going on. He's in there, and he's like, what's going on? He was resting so peacefully. He was resting so quiet and peacefully, and she was like pawing at this. So I think she wants to see him. Here we go. Come on. You want to see your brother? Here, look. Look. You see him? Come here. Come here, look. Look at your brother. Come here. Come here. You want to see him? Go look at him. Who's hissing? You're hissing at him? Why are you hissing? You like him. He's purring. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna leave half of it like semi-closed, and I'll leave him that part closed so he can hang out in there if he wants to, but if I leave the room, he wants to hang out with her, he could easily come back here. I got her to play with the stick from the wand toy. I was putting it under the blanket like the cats like it. And now she wants to play with it. I'll leave it there for her so she can entertain herself. I gave her the stick part, and I'm going to put the part with the feathers away. She's happy playing with it. She pulled the whole blanket toward her. Yeah, she's happy with the stick. It's 10 p.m. Look at what's going on here. So that's where I slept last night. And I was just sitting there a little while ago, relaxing. And look who's there now. It's Splash. I wonder if he's gonna sleep there tonight. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.